Yeah, hey, yo, we do is scam. Yeah. 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 Friday, my head into the PC bang. All night PC bang, we'd hang to sunrise gaming, talking, eating, rhyming. All night PC bang, beyond exhaustion, but we didn't care at all. All night PC bang, we call this freedom, this escape from reality. All night PC bang, we'd be living in virtual worlds till dawn broke. All night PC bang, we spoke in game chat more than real life sometimes. All night PC bang, these rhymes of clicking keys and mouse at 4 a.m. Yeah, all night PC bang, no tomorrow. All night PC bang, no sorrow. Just games and friends and endless energy. All night PC bang, we were free from responsibility, from adult concerns. All night PC bang, our turns. The gaming felt more important than sleep. All night PC bang, we keep playing till we couldn't see straight anymore. Yeah. Yeah, then we'd hit the soup place for breakfast. All night PC bang. The best part was that 6 a.m. hangover soup. All night PC bang. Our group would stumble out into the morning light. All night PC bang. All night we've been in that dark room, glowing screens. All night PC bang. These means a bonding might seem weird, but they were real. All night PC bang. I feel nostalgia for that careless use of time. All night PC bang, in my prime of having nothing better to do than this. Now I can't imagine staying up all night for anything. All night PC bang, the sight of sunrise after gaming feels impossible. All night PC bang, not plausible that I had that much energy back then. All night PC bang again, yeah. I wish I could recapture that freedom. All night PC bang, no tomorrow. All night PC bang, no sorrow. Just games and friends and endless energy. All night PC bang, we were free from responsibility, from adult concerns. All night PC bang, our turns. The gaming felt more important than sleep. All night PC bang, we'd keep playing till we couldn't see straight anymore. Those days are gone, I need my sleep now. All night PC bang, somehow those memories feel precious in the frivolity. All night PC bang, ability to waste time beautifully is a gift. All night PC bang, the shift to responsible adulthood took that away. All night PC bang, someday I'll tell my kids about these nights of ours. Yeah, we do his thing.
Yo, remember getting my first paycheck in cash. First paycheck envelope, that stash felt so heavy, so significant in my hand. First paycheck envelope, plan to give it to my parents, make them proud. First paycheck envelope allowed me to feel like an adult. Finally, first paycheck envelope, I could see the look on their faces when I put it down. First paycheck envelope, crown achievement of my life up until then. First paycheck envelope, when the money stopped feeling as meaningful. First paycheck envelope felt like gold. First paycheck envelope, I told myself this was just the beginning here. First paycheck envelope, crystal clear that I made it, I become someone. First paycheck envelope, begun my journey in a real adulthood that day. First paycheck envelope, the way my parents smiled made everything worth it. Yeah, they were so proud, didn't take the money. First paycheck envelope, funny how the gesture meant more than the cash. First paycheck envelope, that flash of recognition that I grown up right. First paycheck envelope, that night I felt like I'd achieved something real. First paycheck envelope, the feel of accomplishment hasn't been matched since. First paycheck envelope, every instance of success since then felt less pure somehow. First paycheck envelope, right now I make more but it means less each time. And these days paychecks are just numbers. First paycheck envelope, slumbers in my memory, that feeling of providing. First paycheck envelope, residing in my heart still, that moment of pride. First paycheck envelope, I tried to recapture that feeling, but never could. First paycheck envelope felt like gold. First paycheck envelope, I told myself this was just the beginning here. First paycheck envelope, crystal clear that I made it, I become someone. First paycheck envelope, begun my journey into real adulthood that day. First paycheck envelope, the way my parents smiled made everything worth it. Yeah, wish I could feel that way again. First paycheck envelope, back when money represented something more than bills. First paycheck envelope, it fills me with nostalgia for that simple time. First paycheck envelope, in my prime of naivety of thinking I'd made it. First paycheck envelope, I've stated before the money can't buy happiness, true.
When I was down, you pulled me through. Never said thanks, but I should've told you. Yeah. Remember when my world was falling apart? You showed up at my door, straight to my heart, with food and comfort and your presence there. When I needed someone to show they care, you didn't have to come, didn't have to stay, but you did. You were there every single day, through my darkest time, through my deepest pain. You were my sunshine in the pouring rain, and I never properly thanked you for that. Never told you how much it mattered, the fact that you chose to be there when others left. When I was at my lowest, feeling bereft of hope and help and reason to go on, you were there from dusk until the dawn, sitting with me, listening to me cry. Never judging, never asking why, just being present, just being my friend. Thanks for being there when I needed you most. When I was drowning, you were my coast, my safe harbor, my solid ground. Thanks for being there, you stuck around when it would have been easier to walk away. Thanks for being there, day after day, even when I was difficult, when I was dark. Thanks for being there, you left your mark on my heart, on my life, on my recovery. Thanks for being there, discovery of what true friendship really means to me. Thanks for being there, setting me free from loneliness, from despair, from giving up. Thanks for being there, filling my cup with hope again, with reasons to try. Thanks for being there, I don't know why you chose to stay, but I'm grateful you did. I'm sorry I wasn't easier to help back then. I'm sorry I pushed you away again and again, testing if you leave like everyone else seemed to. But you stayed, you proved your friendship true. Through all my darkness, all my pain and fear, you remained constant, remained here. When I needed you most, when I couldn't see a future worth fighting for, you showed me that I wasn't alone, that someone cared enough to stick around when times got tough. I don't think I ever properly expressed how much your presence meant, how blessed I felt to have you as my friend that year when everything else disappeared. You were my anchor, you were my light. Thanks for being there, holding me tight through storms I thought would never end. I wish I had told you then what I'm saying now, that you saved my life somehow. Just by showing up, by being there present, by making your time with me less than pleasant. Worth it anyway, by choosing me when I was at my worst, couldn't see my own worth, but you saw it clear. Thanks for being there, being near when I needed someone, needed a friend. You were there until the end of my darkness, until light broke through. Thanks for being there. Because of you, I'm still here, I'm still fighting, I'm okay. Thanks for being there every day. Thanks for being there when I needed you most. When I was drowning, you were my coast, my safe harbor, my solid ground. Thanks for being there, you stuck around when it would have been easier to walk away. Thanks for being there, day after day, even when I was difficult, when I was dark. Thanks for being there, you left your mark on my heart, on my life, on my recovery. Thanks for being there, discovery of what true friendship really means to me. Thanks for being there, setting me free from loneliness, from despair, from giving up. Thanks for being there, filling my cup with hope again, with reasons to try. Thanks for being there, I don't know why you chose to stay, but I'm grateful you did. So this is my thank you, long overdue, for everything you did, for being you. When I needed someone most, you were there. Thanks for being there, thanks for your care, your friendship, your presence, and your love shown. Thanks for being there, I've grown because of you, because you stayed. Thanks for being there, the foundation you laid on my recovery, on my healing, on my strength. You went the length of true friendships measure. Thanks for being there, you're my treasure. Forever grateful, forever in your debt. Thanks for being there, I won't forget what you did for me, who you were to me then. Thanks for being there, my truest friend. Thanks for being there. We said goodbye on a cold December night. Thought my world would never be alright. Was a healing, learning how to breathe without you here. Learning to believe our endings are beginnings in disguise. Your goodbyes lead a new sunrise. You taught me how to love without condition, even when love requires separation. The gift wasn't in forever staying here. It was in the moments that we shared. Each laugh, each tear, each deep conversation. Know the vibration on my transformation. I'm grateful for the time, not bitter for the end. You were my lover and my friend. And though we went our separate ways, the love you taught these days all remains is a heartbreak or regret. It's gratitude for the day we met. Every person comes to teach us something, man. The greatest gift was loving you. Here, the love we shared is crystal clear. The gift you left behind in me is knowing how to love and still be free. Thank you for the time we had, for the good times and the bad. You taught me how to open up my heart, even though we're now apart. They say that all good things must end, but energy transforms a dozen things. A nothing, it becomes something new. The love I had for you grew to self-love, into compassion deep, into promises I know can keep, to honor what we do with care, to carry forward what we shared. I don't regret a single day, even though you couldn't stay, because you showed me I could feel that vulnerability is real. And it's beautiful, let us fight, even when it ends at night. The morning always comes around, that's the gift that I found. What remains is a heartbreak or regret. It's gratitude for the day we met. Every person comes to teach you something new. The greatest gift was loving you. Yeah. You're gone, but I'm not empty here. The love we shared is crystal clear. The gift you left behind in me is knowing how to love and still be free. Thank you for the time we had, for the good times and the bad. You taught me how to open up my heart, even though when now we're far. Maturity is making those who live, for the space to help you breathe, for the lesson in the letting go, for helping your true self to grow. By everyone is none to stay, but everyone shows us the way to who we're meant to become. The gift is in the sun. You're gone, but I'm not empty here. The love we shared is crystal clear. The gift you left behind in me is knowing how to love and still be free. Thank you for the time we had, for the good times and the bad. Taught me how to open up my heart, even though and all. So here's to you, I'm always shared, to knowing that somebody cared. The gift of you will always stay in the love I give. Oh, if the next chapter to the new start, you'll always have a piece of my heart. Not in vain, but in gratitude for the love that we pursue. I'm not that we need love to share this, don't feel love. Just knowing how to love and still be free. Thank you for the time we had, for the good times and the bad. You taught me how to open up my heart, even though we're now apart. walk through the door, exhausted, worn, feeling completely torn. I call by the basements, they know my dog understands without me saying anything. The comfort that she brings, just by being near me here, she makes everything clear that I'm loved unconditionally. She sits there patiently, waiting for me to get ahead. New words need to be said between us. We just know this is how love can show itself without a single word. Most beautiful thing I've heard is the silence we share, knowing that she cares about me without explanation. Yeah, no words but understanding deep. This is the love we keep between species, be our speech. Comfort that can reach the deepest wounds inside. Sign of comfort from my dog cuts through all the fall of my difficult day. She takes the pain away without saying anything. Just the love she brings by being present here with me. Yeah, this is how we're meant to be together, side, side by side. My dog's my guide, the peace and unconditional love. She's a gift from above. She doesn't ask me what went wrong. She doesn't sing a song of comfort with the words. She's wiser than those birds who sing but don't understand. She just licks my hand, and that's enough to heal everything I feel that's broken, hurt, or wrong. My dog's love is strong enough to carry me through anything I see. Then that's okay to heal when she is near. I don't need words or explanation, just our presence, my salvation from the dark piece of the day. My dog shows me the way back to peace and love. Ain't everything alright? Everyone with pets who know the silent way they show their love without a word. Most beautiful thing I've heard is the quiet murmur standing, so demanding all the hearts, but in a vast way. Pets save us every day. Silent comfort from my dog, from my dog. See all the fall of my difficult day. She takes the pain away without saying anything. Any just the love she brings by being present here with me. This is how we're meant to be together, side by side, side by side. My dog's my guide, your peace and unconditional love. She's a gift from above. Yeah, 5 p.m. My dog knows it's time for our evening walk, our perfect rhyme of routine and love combined. In these moments, peace I find. She pulls me toward the park before it gets too dark. We walk together side by side. My best friend, my guide to living in the pleasant tense. This walk, this makes sense when everything counts as unclear. My dog keeps me here in the now, in this moment pure. And love is the cure for anxiety and stress. With my dog, I'm blessed. 4 paws and 2 feet, walking down the street. No words but understanding deep. This is the promise that we keep to each other every day. Yeah. This is our way. Evening walks with my best friend. Hope this never has to end. A tail wagging my heart light. Everything just feels so right. They don't need to speak at all. She comes running when I call. This is love in purest form. My dog keeps my spirit warm through the good and bad days too. Even walks every flower. We could walk for an hour or more, I never rush up pace. Life's not a race. My dog taught me that lesson well, more than words could tell. She lives fully in each sniff. Every moment is a gift to her and not to me. She taught me how to see the beauty in the small and slow. This is what dogs know. The humans often forget the best things don't achieve yet. They're happening right now. My dog taught me how to be present, to be here, to hold each moment there. To everyone with the furry friend, we'll love you to the end. Unconditionally and true. They're teaching me and you how to love without conditions, how to live with the mission of being present every day. That's the dog's way. And showing us no bad as most. They're our teacher, our host, and it's full of left and right. Walking into the night. Getting raw to my best friend. Hope this never has to end. Tail wagging my hard night. Everything just feels so right. We don't need to speak at all. She comes running when I call. This is love and joy is for. A dog eats my spirit warm through the beauty by these two. Even walls, me and you. My loyal friend, I got it night. Walking into. So we'll keep walking every even. It's routine that I'm believing. And more than anything else, my dog could help myself. Find peace in simple change. The joy that walking brings when you got your best friend near. Every step but close so clear. This is what life's about. Yeah, even walks, no doubt, are the best part of my day. Me and my dog always. Used to fear the changing of the seasons. Had a lonely summer without reason. But autumn came despite my resistance. Showed me beauty in the distance. Between what was and what will be. In transition I found me. A gift of change I tried to fight. Turned out to be the guiding light. Thirsty for the signals, transformation. Nature's perfect illustration. And nothing stays the same for long. And that's exactly where we belong. In the flow of life's progression. Every season teaches lessons. Winter's rest brings new birth. The cycle shows us what we're worth. Change is not the enemy I thought. It's the teacher that I saw. In the turning of the year. Road to please when change is near. Seasons change and so do I. Learning how to say goodbye to the old and welcome new. This is how we go, it's true. The gift is in the letting go. Trusting in the natural flow. Like beliefs left for to feed the ground. And change I finally find. Cherry blossoms blooming and they fade. But the beauty's in the moment that they made. Nothing lasts forever, that's the point. Ain't no permanence we're doing. To the rhythm of the earth below. To the seasons that we know. Will come and go like breath we take. In and out for our own sake. Stop fighting the inevitable die. Started learning how to ride. The ways of change that come my way. Now I welcome every day. Spring brings hope, summer brings the heat. Fall reminds us to retreat. Winter shows us how to waste. Every season is the best when we embrace what it provides. When we stop running, stop to hide it. Change is not the enemy I thought. It's the teacher that I saw. In the turning of the year, brought the peace when change is near. Seasons change and so do I. Learning how to say goodbye to the old and is how we go, it's true. The gift is in the letting go, trusting in the natural, like the leaves that fall to feed the grown and change. I'm finding every more resistant one comes next, afraid of being perplexed by the unknown that change brings in. Remember seasons reappear, wet skies and fall bloom this rain. It's the gift that changes brain. Trust the cycle, trust the flow. This is how we're meant to grow. Seasons change and so do I, learning how to say goodbye to the old and go from new. This is how we go, it's true. The gift is in the letting go, trusted in the natural too, like the leaves that fall to feed the brown and change. I'm finding they bring the autumn rain snow, bring the changes, let them flow. I'm not fighting anymore, change is what I'm in for. Like the seasons I will turn, grow and rest and live and learn. The gift of change now I see is the gift of being rich. My dog stops at every smell, taking time, she knows well that life's not about the destination. It's about the aspiration of every blade of grass, every person that we pass. My dog's dedication to living fully in the now. She's teaching me somehow to slow down and really see the world's small mystery that I miss when I rush by. My dog teaches me to try living at a slower speed. Down at my dog's level low, everything begins to show its magic and its beauty too. This is the dog's view, seeing the world through my dog's eyes. Every small thing is a prize, worth investigating, worth the time. This perspective is sublime, slowing down to really see what my dog is teaching me about living in the present tense. This is what walking brings when you move at a dog's pace. Leaf blowing across the street, my dog thinks it's a treat, worth chasing, worth the energy. My dog is teaching me that play is not just for the young, that joy can't be wrung from the simplest of things. When you see through your dog's eyes, every moment is a surprise, full of possibility. My dog sets me free from the burden of being cool. My dog breaks every rule to everyone with dogs who teach lessons that can't reach so deep into our souls, making us whole through their simple joy and play in the present, in the now. Seeing the world through my dog's eyes, every small thing is a prize, worth investigating, worth the time. This perspective is sublime, slowing down to really see what my dog is teaching me about living in the present tense. This is what walking brings when you move at a dog's pace. So I'll keep walking at her speed, following her lead to a life more fully lived. My dog has given me the greatest gift of all by getting down low to see what my dog teaches me about joy and play and living free. This is how we thrive.
In the quiet, in the stillness of the reed, my fingers move with everything I need. Sitting by the window with a book in hand, watching how my fingers understand the The rhythm of the story, the pace of the prose. Each page turn is a moment that nobody knows but me and my book in the silence between. The most peaceful motion I've ever seen. My fingers dancing across paper thin sheets, finding beauty in these simple repeats of turning pages, absorbing every word. The outside world becomes a distant blur when I'm lost in literature, lost in thought. My fingers moving with the wisdom they've caught from every page, from every chapter read. This gentle motion clears my head of all the noise and all the stress. My fingers turning pages, nothing more, nothing less. But in that simple gesture I find peace, a quiet meditation, a sweet release. There's poetry in how my fingers move across the pages, finding their groove. Each turn deliberate, gentle, slow. This is how my inner garden grows. Fingers turning pages, that's my meditation, finding presence in this contemplation. Each page a journey, each turn a breath. My fingers dancing between life and death, of characters and stories that I consume in the quiet corner of my living room. Fingers turning pages, gentle and sure. This simple motion is my daily cure for the chaos outside, the noise within. With fingers turning pages, peace begin. The texture of the paper underneath my touch, these small sensations meaning so much more than people realize when they scroll screens. But I prefer this analog means of consuming stories, of learning, of growing. My fingers on the pages, always knowing the weight of the book, the smell of the print. These tactile experiences leave an imprint on my soul, on my mind, on my being. There's something sacred in the act of seeing words on pages turn beneath my hand. Something magic I don't need to understand, just appreciate, just be present for these quiet moments that I so adore. When it's just me and literature and time, my fingers turning pages, rhythm and rhyme in perfect harmony with the story I'm reading. This is the sustenance my soul is needing. In this gesture I find my center through every page that I enter. My fingers know the way to go, turning pages steady, turning slow. There's wisdom in this simple act of being present, staying intact with the moment, with the words, with the page. My fingers turning through another stage of growth, of knowledge, of discovery. This is where I find my recovery from the world's demands, from the daily grind. In the gentle motion of fingers aligned with paper, with story, with time standing still. My fingers turning pages at my will. Fingers turning pages, that's my meditation, finding presence in this contemplation. Each page a journey, each turn a breath. My fingers dancing between life and death, of characters and stories that I consume in the quiet corner of my living room. Fingers turning pages, gentle and sure. This simple motion is my daily cure for the chaos outside, the noise within. With fingers turning pages, peace begins. So I'll keep turning pages one by one, finding peace before the day is done. My fingers moving with tension clear, and every page turn I'm fully here, present with the story, present with myself. These books upon my shelf are portals to peace that my fingers unlock. With every page turn, with every tick-tock of time spent reading, time spent being still. Fingers turning pages, that's my will. To live deliberately, to find the calm in the gentle motion of my palm against the pages, turning them with care. My fingers and my books, the perfect pair.
Yeah. I've been saying next week for the last 3 years, pushing dreams aside, drowning in my fears. Calendar full of maybes, schedule full of lies. Time to stop the talking, time to finally rise. Tomorrow never comes if I day I stop hesitating. No more excuses, no more delay. This is my moment, this is my day. No more delay, I'm starting out. Made a promise to myself, this is my vow. All the things I said I'd do, watch me make them all come true. No more delays, the clock is ticking. Finally got my engine kicking. Been sleeping on my dreams too long. Time to prove myself wrong. Yeah. Notebooks full of plans I never executed. Ideas in my head that stay polluted by the fear of failing, fear of trying. But I'm tired of my potential dying. Yeah, I might stumble, yeah, I might fall, but standing still is worst of all. Gonna take that class, gonna write that song, gonna prove that I belonged all along. Tomorrow never comes if I keep waiting. Today's the day I stop hesitating. No more excuses, no more delay. This is my moment, this is my day. No more delay, I'm starting now. Made a promise to myself, this is my vow. All the things I said I'd do, watch me make them all come true. No more delays, the clock is ticking. Finally got my engine kicking. Been sleeping on my dreams too long. Time to prove myself wrong. Little bit of guilt, little bit of hope. Learning how to manage, learning how to cope with the weight of all my postponed dreams. Nothing's ever quite as hard as it seems. No more delays, I'm pressing play. Not gonna waste another day. Future starts right here, right now. No more delays, no more delays. No more delays. No more delays. This is my vow. Yeah, at my own pace. They're running marathons, I'm walking my own trail. Success ain't measured by who moves fast or fails. Society screaming, hurry up, you're falling behind. But I found peace when I made up my mind. Comparison's a thief, still enjoy from the present. Learning patience is life's most valuable lesson. My timeline's different, my journey's unique. Not a race to the finish, it's the growth that I seek. At my own pace, I'm moving through this life. No need to rush, no need to think twice. At my own pace, I'm dancing to my beat. Finding my rhythm in these city streets. At my own pace, pace, pace. I'm learning to embrace, brace, every single step I take. At my own pace. Instagram feeds full of highlight reels. Real progress ain't about them likes and feels. While they sprinting toward burnout and stress, I'm building foundations, nothing more, nothing less. Your chapter 3 don't define my chapter 1. Different seasons, we all got our own sun. Stop watching others, start trusting the process. My time is divine, yeah, I'm truly blessed. At my own pace, I'm moving through this life. No need to rush, no need to think twice. At my own pace, I'm dancing to my beat. Finding my rhythm in these city streets. At my own pace, pace, pace. I'm learning to embrace, brace, every single step I take. At my own pace. Slow down, breathe in. This ain't a competition. Fast lane, slow lane. It's all about the vision. Your speed don't determine your destination. Just stay true, that's the real innovation. 25, 35, 40 ain't too late. Breaking through with my own rate. Success is personal, not universal. My journey's beautiful, perfectly purposeful. They say time is money, but peace is priceless. Moving with intention, every step feels righteous. Not lazy, just strategic with my energy flow. Planting seeds today for the garden I'll grow. Your pressure ain't my pressure, your dream ain't mine. I'm writing my own story line by line. Steady progress over temporary hype. Living my truth, that's the prototype. At my own pace, I'm moving through this life. No need to rush, no need to think twice. At my own pace, I'm dancing to my beat. Finding my rhythm in these city streets. At my own pace, pace, pace. So I'm learning to embrace, brace, every single step I take. At my own pace, yeah, at my own pace. opened up that slip. Reality hit me like a guilt trip. Got my paycheck notification. Thought I feel elated, but then I saw the numbers and I felt deflated. After taxes, after bills, after rent is paid, not much left for luxury, my dreams start to fade. Calculated how many paychecks it would take to buy that Birkin bag, and my heart starts to ache. That's like 8 months of salary for one purse. Meanwhile, I'm here trying to make my budget work. Scrolling through designer sites late at night, adding things to cart that I'll never buy outright. My paycheck and luxury existing in different dimensions. The gap between them causing all this tension in my soul, in my heart, in my daily life. This financial reality cutting like a knife through my aspirations and my material dreams. My paycheck showing me nothing's what it seems when you're working class dreaming of upper class things. Every payday brings the same revelation. The distance between me and luxury station. I calculate the gap, I do the math again. My paycheck and designer goods will never be friends. Sighing at my paycheck, another month goes by. Looking at those numbers, asking myself why. I keep dreaming about luxury I can't afford to own. My paycheck keeps me grounded, keeps me shown the reality of my tax bracket, my financial state. Luxury and me are separated by fate, and zeros on a price tag I can't comprehend. Sighing at my paycheck, here we go again. Calculating the distance between want and can. My paycheck showing me exactly where I stand. Did the math real quick, that bag cost $3,000. Meanwhile, my checking account barely helps me stand above the poverty line, above just getting by. The luxury handbag makes my wallet cry, literally cry, cause it can't afford the tears to waste on dreams that won't materialize for years, maybe decades if I'm saving every dime. But rent keeps rising, so does the price of time. My paycheck is honest, brutally so, showing me exactly where I can and cannot go. In the stores where the prices don't even have tags, where my annual salary buys 2 bags, and I'm supposed to feel okay about this gap between my reality and Instagram's trap of luxury lifestyle that influencers display, while I'm reciting at my paycheck every payday. Maybe I should be grateful for what I got, but society keeps telling me it's not a lot unless you got designer, unless you got the brand. My paycheck keeps me in the regular stand of life, of class, of economic reality, while luxury brands sell me fallacy that I need their products to feel complete. But my paycheck showing me that's not my beat. I'm playing a different tune, a different song with luxury, and I don't get along. Not because I don't want it, trust me I do, but my paycheck showing me what's actually true. Sighing at my paycheck, another month goes by. Looking at those numbers, asking myself why. I keep dreaming about luxury I can't afford to own. My paycheck keeps me grounded, keeps me shown the reality of my tax bracket, my financial state. Luxury and me are separated by fate, and zeros on a price tag I can't comprehend. Sighing at my paycheck, here we go again. Calculating the distance between want and can. My paycheck showing me exactly where I stand. So here I am with my paycheck in hand, trying to understand where I stand in this economy, in this luxury obsessed society. My paycheck bringing me back to sobriety, from dreams of designer, from fantasies of wealth, back to reality, back to myself and the actual numbers that define my life. My paycheck cutting through illusions like a knife every single payday, every single month. Sighing at these numbers, being honest and blunt about what I can and cannot afford to buy. My paycheck and luxury kissing goodbye.
Remember when we carried pages everywhere? Analog days we'd share, phone numbers on scraps of paper memorized. Analog days, no surprise when calls got missed, no constant connection. Analog days, the affection felt stronger because we had to wait. Analog days, every day required actual planning, actual effort made. Analog days, we parade to pay phones when pages beeped our code. Analog days on this road of communication, anticipation built. Analog days, no guilt about not responding instantly to texts. Yeah. Analog days, waiting by the phone. Analog days, we were shown the value of patience, of anticipation. Analog days, conversation felt more precious, more intentional than analog days back when we couldn't Google everything we didn't know. And analog days, moving slow through information, through connection, real, yeah. Through information, through connection, real, yeah. Meeting up required commitment to the time. Analog days, this paradigm of I'll meet you at 6 meant you be there. Yeah. Analog days, nowhere. You at text, no checking location shares. Analog days, nobody cares if you were online, if you'd seen the message. Analog days, no passage or red receipts, making us anxious now. Analog days somehow felt less stressful, less demanding of our time. Yeah. Analog days in our prime of genuine connection, face to face. Kids today will never understand the thrill of finding a payphone with change in hand. Calling that person you've been thinking of. Those in analog days, the love felt more intense because it took more effort. Those analog days, we were better at being present, at living in the now. Yeah. Analog days, waiting by the phone. Analog days, we were shown the value of patience, of anticipation. Analog days, conversation felt more precious, more intentional than analog days, back when we couldn't Google everything we didn't know. In analog days, moving slow through information, through connection, real. Sometimes I miss the simplicity of analog days, the beauty of not being constantly connected, accessible. Analog days, more flexible in ways that mattered, less in ways that didn't. In analog days, we've written them off as primitive, but they were pure. Analog days for sure. Yeah. Had magic that we've lost in digital age. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Everyone is hard day. Feeling alone in my struggle today. Everyone is hard days, they say. Misery loves company, but there's comfort here. Everyone is hard days, crystal clear that I'm not uniquely broken, uniquely cursed. Everyone is hard days, at their worst. We all feel isolated, feel alone in pain. Everyone is hard days, again and again. Life challenges everyone equally. Everyone is hard days. I see other smiles and assume they'll find out ways. Everyone is hard days. Displays of happiness don't tell the whole story true. Everyone is hard days, including me. Everyone is hard days. We're free to struggle, to feel pain, to not be okay. Everyone is hard days. Today might be mine, tomorrow might be yours instead. Everyone is hard days. Widespread is suffering, is challenges, human condition. Everyone is hard days. Permission to not be fine, to admit when we're struggling here. That person who seems to have it all together. Everyone is hard days. Whether they show it or not, they're fighting battles too. Everyone is hard days. It's true, that comparison is theft of joy and peace. Everyone is hard days. Release myself from thinking I should be doing better. Everyone is hard days. Letter by letter, we're all just spelling out survival. Everyone is hard days. Arrival at this truth brings comfort, brings connection. Everyone is hard days. Reflection on shared humanity, on collective struggle here. Social media lies showing only highlights. Everyone is hard days. The nights are long for everyone, not just for me. Everyone is hard days. I see the solidarity and suffering isn't morbid. Everyone is hard days. Absorbed is the lesson that we're all in this together. Everyone is hard days. Whether we admit it publicly or suffer silently alone, yeah. Everyone is hard days. We're free to struggle, to feel pain, to not be okay. Everyone is hard days. Today might be mine, tomorrow might be yours instead. Everyone is hard days. Widespread is suffering, is challenges, human condition. Everyone is hard days. Permission to not be fine, to admit when we're struggling here. That person's So on my hard days, I remember this. Everyone is hard days. The bliss of easy days feels sweeter after struggle. Everyone is hard days. We juggle joy and pain in equal measure. That's life, everyone has hard days. The strife is universal, it's shared, it's human experience. Everyone has hard days. Deliverance comes from knowing I'm not alone in this fight.
Yeah, found a bench beneath the tree, sat down just to be present in this moment here. Everything becomes so clear when I stop and close my eyes. Feel the wind, hear the skies speaking in their gentle way. This is how I start my day, coming back again and again to this bench, this peaceful place where I can interface with nature and with my own soul. This is what makes me whole, empty mind and open heart. This is where I start to find myself again on this bench, my zen. Park bench meditation time. This moment is sublime in its simplicity and peace. Beautiful release on this bench. I find clarity and calm and grace. Here I become whole through breathing and through being still. Yeah. People pass, but I don't mind. I'm in my own kind of zone of mental state. This bench is my gate to inner peace and clarity that doesn't cost a dime. Just my presence and my time sitting here beneath the sky, watching clouds go by. This is what I'm deserving of. This peace, this gentle rest. To everyone who meditates in parks at any rate, just sitting for a while in nature's gentle hold by the universe to be present, calm and free. Park bench meditation time. This moment is sublime in its simplicity and peace. Beautiful release on this bench. I find clarity and calm and grace. Here I become whole through breathing and through being still. So I'll keep coming back here to this bench so dear. This is what makes me whole. Simple meditation on a bench into peace by sitting still. This is what I believe. Yeah. 3 o'clock, sunlight dancing on my table. Golden rays are painting everything they're able. Pages turning slowly, shadows growing long. This peaceful afternoon feels like a gentle song. In the warmth of 3 p.m. time moves slow. Dust particles floating in the amber glow. Book in hand, know where I need to be. Just this sunlit moment, just my book and me. The way the light falls softly on these words I read, creating little moments that are all I need. Outside the world is rushing, but in here I'm still basking in this sunshine, drinking in my fill. In the warmth of 3 p.m. time moves slow. Dust particles floating in the amber glow. Book in hand, this sunlit moment, just my book and me. Yeah. Let the afternoon stretch out like honey dripping down. In this pool of sunshine I could never drown. Every page I'm turning feels like coming home. In this bath of light I'm never alone. Yeah. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. forever. If I had my way, I'd stay here in this sunbeam until the end of day. But even when it fades, I'll remember how it feels when afternoon sunlight makes everything seem real.
Dear today's me. Yeah, yo. I see your growth. This one's for you. Yo. Woke up this morning, looked myself in the eyes. Saw someone different than I recognized. Not the person from yesterday or the year before, but someone who's been through battles and came back for more. Every sunrise brings a version that's evolved. Problems that seemed impossible, somehow you solved. Dear today's me, I'm writing you this letter to acknowledge all the ways you've gotten better. Small victories that nobody else can see. Boundaries you set, choosing what's best for me. Conversations where you spoke your truth out loud. Moments when you stood tall, moments you felt proud. Look how far you've come from where you've been. Count the battles lost and all the wars you win. Today's me deserves recognition and praise for showing up and growing through the toughest days.
Today's me, you're doing amazing. Even when the path ahead seems crazy. Today's me, you're more than enough. You've been through hell, but you're still standing tough. Every small step is a victory earned. Every lesson lived is wisdom you've learned. Today's me, I'm proud of who you are. You've come so far, you've come so far.
Dear today's me, remember when you thought you couldn't? Facing all those fears, everybody said you shouldn't, but you pushed through anyway. Found strength you didn't know. Now look at where you're standing. Look at how you've grown. You forgave yourself for mistakes from your past. Learn that healing isn't easy and it doesn't move fast. You chose yourself when it would have been easier not to. You walked away from toxicity even when it cost you.
Today's you knows your value, knows your worth, understands your purpose here on earth. If yesterday's me could see who I become, they'd be so proud of everything I've done.
Not just the big achievements or the goals I've met, but the quiet growth, the tears, the sweat, the mornings when I got up despite the pain, the nights I chose hope over the shame.
Today's me, you're doing amazing. Even when the path ahead seems crazy. Today's me, you're more than enough. You've been through hell, but you're still standing tough. Every small step is a victory earned. Every lesson lived is wisdom you've learned. Today's me, I'm proud of who you are. You've come so far, you've come so far. So here's to today's me, still learning, still growing. Keep your head up high, keep that fire glowing. Tomorrow's me, well thank today's me too, for everything you're doing, for staying true to today's me.
This message is clear. Yes, you're exactly who you're meant to be right here. Yo, made his promise last year and the year before, standing in the same place by the same door, talking about change, talking about growth. This year for real, that's my oath. I know I've said it before, but I mean it more than ever for sure. This time something's different inside. This year for real, I won't hide. This year for real, not just words, not empty promises that go unheard. This year for real, I'm committed, not gon' quit it. I'm not kidding. This year for real, watch me go. Learning from my failures, now I know what it takes to make it true. This year for real, I'm breaking through all those New Year's resolutions.
illusions that dissolve like cheap solutions. This time I've got a better plan. This year for real I understand that change takes more than just desire. Chase the saints and daily fire. Not setting 20 goals, just 3. Focusing on who I wanna be. Yo, now who I think I should become. This year for real, not playing dumb about my limitations, my capacity. This year for real with tenacity. I know I've said it before, but I mean it more than ever for sure. This time something's different inside. This year for real, I won't hide. This year for real, not just words, not empty promises that go unheard. This year for real, I'm committed, not gon' quit it. I'm not kidding, this year for real, watch me go. Learning from my failures, now I know what it takes to make it true. This year for real, I'm breaking through. Yo, built-in accountability, wrote it down. Share my goals with people around. Who checking, who'll ask how it's going. This year for real, I'm showing up for myself every day, making changes in a sustainable way. Yeah, January me and December me will actually be in harmony, because I didn't just talk the talk. This year for real, I walk the walk. This year for real, I'm making moves. Got nothing left to prove, except to myself that I can be the person I'm meant to be. This year for real, believe in me. This year for real, I'm finally free. Da 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 da.